Hi besties, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Maya. As you can tell, we are doing a sad, soppy, wanna cry weekly reading vlog. I do have a couple of new books that I've received that I've been wanting to do in like a weekly vlog with you guys, and these are books that I know for a fact could be a 5-star rating for me, and they are highly anticipated to be 5 stars. And I wanted to record that and track it because one of them is Our Infinite Fates. Who is it by? By Laura Stephen. And I've heard so many good things about this. This is the Waterstones edition. I pre-ordered this donkeys ago just because I really liked, do you know what I mean? That's absolutely beautiful. But since ordering this, I now know it's an immensely real upsetting book because everybody else has been vlogging it and talking about the feelings, and I was like, I'm so excited. I'm at that stage now where like I'm ready for a book to break my heart. The last book that really hurt me was Fourth Wing. I reread that earlier this year. Went through the feelings. I'll put the vlog up here because that was spoiler free, but it was a time to be alive. So that is the first book I am really excited for. But the one thing that made me want to record all this is this Holy Grail, and I feel like calling it a Holy Grail because of the picture is actually quite acceptable. So if you don't know, this is The Conditions of Will by Jessa Hastings, and Jessa Hastings is the author who did the Never book, which I would recommend to anybody. It is a adult, sadder version retelling of Peter Pan, and she also did Magnolia Parks, which honestly you all should know, and if you don't, probably get to know. It's a long series, but it will scar you, and you need to get your heart broken. And I will always say she is the type of author who will basically rip out your heart and eat it to you while you are still conscious. I will always say that about her because she destroys you every way possible. So these are the two books we're gonna get to. Should I start one today? I don't know. I have a couple of days off, so we're just gonna basically raw dog and just read these two books and talk about it in depth. Again, I'll try not to add any spoilers. I will put here if it's a spoiler free vlog. I don't think I've ever done a spoiler vlog, so this could be the time. Anyway, don't know how I'm feeling about that, but yeah, I'm ready to be upset, and I hope you guys are too. So we'll just see where this video goes. We'll see where it takes us. Let's get heartbroken together. Sharing's caring, you know. It's so much later on in the day, honestly. I am clocking off the day. I have read 93 pages. I'm on chapter 12 and currently obsessed. I looked on Goodreads to what the current rating is. It hasn't been out that long, but the current rating is 4.53 stars out of 5. Like, that's insane. You know, I'll put the picture of people, the amount of people who've quoted this book and rated it a 5-star read out of the rest of them, that's quite good. Yeah, read the trigger warnings with this. Basically, if you haven't read the synopsis, and probably do, she loses her dad. Her dad dies of a heart attack, which is right at the start of the book, and it's still going in with like the funeral, other help centres, with like a really bad dynamics of a family, quite toxic traits. So it goes quite deep. I mean, the Never book, which is like a retelling of Peter Pan, was quite deep, but it wasn't realistic deep, obviously, because that was like a fairy tale. They were flying all sorts. This is quite realistic. So if you have lost a parent or lost someone quite close to you in a family members, or if you come from a really toxic trait, like it's got Bible and things in here, and they discriminate. Well, don't really discriminate, but they don't believe, they don't agree with gays. And yeah, there's a lot to unfold in this book. I haven't come across anything where like I am bawling my eyes out, but it's to the point where I'm reading it and I'm just like, oh my god, which is currently where I'm at. Again, yes, chapter 12. I've made a dent, you know, just made a little dent. Yeah, I am annotating the crap out of this book. Like, as you would have seen, we've got loads and loads of highlights. Let me put my bookmark in and I'll show you currently all the prompts I'm using. So I've got that many and I do have more spare. So basically at the start of the book I stick in loads of prompts, stickers, and then when I come across a feeling I then mark it down, and then if I have any more I'll just add it to it. But I've got angry, no, in fact, screaming, this is legit the cutest, preach sister, pretty words be wording, wait, what happened, this was actually funny, so proud of you, and never cried so hard like ever. I ain't come across the crying one yet, but I just know, I know it's got the potential because of how it's being built up. There's something going on and I don't think it's being told properly, and we're trying to figure it out. There's people in the book who know who's lied, but then there's other people trying to figure it out, but then the main person don't want to talk about it. So there's just a lot of like to-ing and fro-ing, trying to figure out what's going on. That's where we're currently at. I just want to say, Oliver, I love him. Sam, love him. Savannah, starting to love her. Claire, love that. Violet, bae, you know. Talk to you tomorrow. I'm gonna try and go to sleep with this knowledge in my head. I feel like it's just been a long day. Not what's really happened, but reading these books just makes you so mentally tired because so much happens. There's a sentence, and let me read it out to you. Let me find it and then read it out to you, because I actually was like, wow, it'd be good. So it says here on page 68, so quite early on, my chest is heaving too much. I'm obviously upset. My body's giving me weight like I'm just some sort of pedestrian human idiot who wears all their feelings on the surface of themselves. And there's so many sentences like that where you just think, damn, that English, be Englishing, that's good English. Anyway, speak to you tomorrow. Bye. I have made a lot of progression since I last spoke to you guys. So I'm currently on page 352, so like that's all I've got left, which is so little. Okay, so my thoughts and opinions. What are my thoughts and opinions? That's the question. This had such a big opening to this story. Like, I was very intrigued. The world was quite toxic, but you didn't kind of know why. There's something gone on in this story where there was little sprinkles, but you didn't actually find out what was going on. And then the middle part of the book kind of dragged a little bit because it was the same type of stuff. It was toxic, but you didn't find out why. Loads of bickering, and the main two characters were obviously slowly falling in love with each other. And it could have given more. Then it got to, probably gonna say, really recently, I don't know when, really recently, it started hitting the fan. Like, I was just sat here like, what's going on? Oh my god, what's going on? And I wanted to, it really took a lot of effort for me to stop reading, to put this book down, and to actually have a catch up with you, because I didn't want to record a little bit at the start and then like finish the book and be like, hi, I finished it. Like, this is supposed to be a vlog, so I wanted to give you a bit of an update. But like, stuff's getting exciting for this book, like immensely so. It's not really upsetting like I thought it was going to, but I thought I'd be bawling my eyes out, having such like a cry. It's uncomfortable to read because of obviously the dynamics of the family, with stuff happening with attacks and things. It's really dysfunctional. and it's just uncomfortable to read. I'm not going to spoil anything for you guys because again you need to go into this not knowing what's going on, but yeah, it's not the vibe so far. I'll give you an update once I get to the end of it. I'll try and capture as many snippets of me reading it because I really want you to see like my brain spiraling thinking what the hell am I reading, because it's a roller coaster, and I'm not. So I'm still processing what I've just read. It's it's a little bit different to what she has read in the past, right? So as you can see, my little Jessa Hastings shelf is there, and I mean, yeah, still toxic, still like you read it and you kind of like mindfuck. Very much so. Like Jessa Hastings just has a way with words, and that'll never change. Like she's just so well spoken and then therefore well written and insanely toxic. Like I'm very concerned with what goes on in her head. Okay, so I'm gonna struggle telling you like bits of the story just because you kind of need to go through this not having a damn clue what to expect, because the amount of moments where I was just like trying to read through it because I just didn't expect that. You need to read that yourself. It's kind of goes through the most toxic dynamic a family could possibly have. Like every outgoing, well, every possible toxic scenario in a family based situation you can think of is in this book. What's that movie called? Right, so there's a movie called Easy A, and the picture of the movie says, "The rumour-filled, totally false account of how I ruined my flawless reputation." And she has an A stitched on her top because everybody calls her words because she sleeps around with everybody and she just makes herself a really easy target, and then she makes money from it because basically someone has to pay her like £50 to have slept with her, and so therefore she makes money, but they actually haven't slept with her, it's just a rumour. In this picture, she does wear an A on the top there. Obviously, I know this isn't Virgin Mary. I might be implied to be, unsure. But yeah, it's got like the Virgin Mary on here, like to kind of like give off the aspect of her being all holy and innocent. And then it does have the A there. And I think, personally, it's from the reference Easy A, the movie. Yeah, okay, so when I buy Jessa Hastings books, I do not read the synopsis. I just kind of read the author and go, oh, straight in my basket, buy it, come home with me. I actually have bought one of her books that she's recently just released. Let me get it. So this one's called Time of Your Life, again by Jessa Hastings, and this is a completely brand new book. Came out like a week ago. I had notification that she'd released a book and I was like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Since when? Thinking it was like the Daisy Hates book, so obviously in the Magnolia Park series. No, she just released a completely new book. Have I read the synopsis? No. Not at all. I just saw it and I just bought it from Amazon there and then. It came home. Still have not read the synopsis. It's just here. Yeah, if you wanted something toxic insanely toxic. That's not smutty per se. Jessa Hastings is your gal. I enjoyed it. I think the beginning was amazing. The middle part was kind of, it dragged a little bit because it was having to go through the family dynamics and to go through details and give you like backstory and everything. And then the last maybe 150 pages, wow, it kicked off. Oh my god, you saw that clip earlier. I was in Costa in a public place on my lunch break, right? And I was reading it, trying my hardest not to make it obvious that I was laughing, that I was crying, that I was sat there like trying to make it obvious that I am not a psychopath. And it was very difficult. As you can see from the tabs, I did have a really fun time. Like, I did have a really fun time. I do need to go back through and annotate it, I'm not gonna lie. So at first I annotated it and oh my god, I made this book so pretty. I was having a good time. And then I was reading this out and about, and I'm not gonna lie, I have just tabbed it with nothing there. Yeah, there's absolutely no doodles there whatsoever. So I am probably going to go back through that at some point, maybe in this video, unsure, I don't know. I'm kind of hoping I'll be in a mood to just sit here, put like a movie on the background and then reread my annotations and go through it and actually annotate it. Don't know, I'm just lying to you at this point because I don't know what I want to do. I'm just kind of, I don't know, I will do it, I just don't know when. So yeah, the next book. Okay, so this one, I have heard that this one's incredibly heartwarming, really upsetting, like everybody bawls their eyes out in this book, and I'm just wanting, not like I'm wanting a good cry, but at the same time I'm wanting a good cry, you know. I just want to just open the floodgates and then just have a sad time. So I thought we could do it together. So this is Our Infinite Fates by Laura Stephen, and I won't read the synopsis. All I know is in this book is that they find each other in every lifetime, they fall in love, and then I believe he kills her. I don't know why they find each other in multiple lifetimes, I don't know why he's killing her, but on the back it says maybe that's all love is in the end, an endless tempting of fate. Yeah, unsure guys. But I'll give you an update as soon as I possibly have one. I'm not going to annotate one just because it is a Waterstone special edition. I mean, it's not like, oh my god, it's the best thing ever. But it's cute. You know, it's cute. I'm very excited to get into this one. Again, it's been a book that I have been dying to get into. And I've just also realised the front cover has a quote. Should we read it? Should we read it together? I love you and I have loved you and I will love you until we meet again. Aww. It's like really cute. Okay, yeah. Let's go get back onto crying again because obviously, apparently I need that. So it's been a couple of days. I have recently I've been up north. I have been to Northumberland for the weekend. I went up Friday, came back Sunday. It's currently Monday now. And I took this book with me, which you guys kind of know what that means. I took this book with me. And it was like a 2-3 hours drive up there, then a 2-3 hour drive back. But then don't forget it is a beach holiday, right? So we were in a static caravan, really close to the sea. It was really nice, kind of rainy weather, and it was just beautiful, like walking on the beach and stuff. I was meant to give you an update while I was there. And then I was meant to give you an update when I came back. And I'm still doing the update when I came back, but I've finished this book. And I have a lot to talk about this book, right? I know this was a vlog where I was supposed to like sit down and like go through all the emotions with you, but I was reading this book and there were some parts of it where I was like, oh, it's kind of sad. But did I tear up? No. Did I smile? No. Did I have anything other than bored? No. I was reading this book, right, and it was just, when parts was getting interesting, it finished, moved on to the next. When things were getting more detailed, it stopped, moved on to the next. I needed more with this book, and not in the aspect where I want the story plot to continue next book. I'm happy with how it ended, it's fine. I just needed it to go in a lot more depth with stuff. Basically, if you don't know, or if I've already told you, because this vlog's been going on for like 2 weeks now, it's where they kind of kill each other in every lifetime. So there's gazillions upon thousands of lifetimes they are together, and it goes through how they've killed each other. And I kind of like that concept because it's different. There are different genders. So like, say if our main girl, she's not a girl in every single one of her lifetimes. She can be a white girl, a dark girl, a Asian girl, a Mexican girl. It doesn't matter what she can be, but she can also be a white guy, a black guy, an Asian guy, a Mexican guy. It doesn't matter what life they are in, it changes, but they can know themselves who they are, and they know who each other is, obviously, if their bodies are different. And it goes through, when they get close to the age of 18, they are like drawn to each other, like their red string around their pinky, it pulls them to each other. And when they get like 16, 17, they find each other, and they either are friends there, they are enemies, or they don't know each other until the last second, but they are always drawn to the same proximity of each other. And it usually goes through the last couple of years of each lifetime they are in. So it's like a chapter of their, say, one of their lifetimes. Say if they live in Spain, it goes through what they're like for a little bit while they're in Spain, and how they kill each other. And then the next one is another lifetime, and then another lifetime. And it doesn't go in order of the years. So say for example, it could be a 2000s life. Then it'll go back to 1970. Then it'll go to 1990. And then it doesn't have an order, like a date order. It kind of just is all muddled up. And those lifetimes is what I wanted to just give me more on. Just give me more details, give me more of how you got there, give me more of your life. It could have had the potential to be quite upsetting, but nobody else died other than them. And I think that's where it could have made it worse, meaning better per se, for us to cry. It could have made, like, break our hearts, and it didn't do anything of the sort. It was just them two killing each other over and over and over again, and him knowing why they're doing it, her not knowing why they're doing it, and it's been repetitive. Sorry, my watch is saying I've been exercising and I haven't. Am I just getting quite warm? So overall, I've rated this a 3-star. I liked it. It was alright. Am I gonna rave it to you guys? Probably. I mean, maybe. I'm glad I've read it. It was a cool concept, the story plot, everything was like, that's a good idea. But it wasn't amazing. It just wasn't providing, and I think this is why I didn't pick up the camera while I was away, because I had nothing to say to you guys. Like, going through the whole book, my opinion hadn't changed. And certain points I thought, shall I just DNF it? Shall I not read it? And I didn't want to do that, because I thought the ending could have like been blown up to proportion. I thought it could have been brilliant, and it wasn't. So that's why I just read it off camera. So the 2 books is this one, and I didn't tell you a word until now. Sorry about that. So to recap, The Conditions of Will by Jesse Hastings, I rated this a 4-star, and I'm just going to read out my Goodreads because I was quite proud of this. So I decided to ask Google, can an addiction be cured? To which Google replied, there's no cure for a drug addiction. Looks like I'm screwed. Meaning Jesse Hastings is my drug, and I'm addicted to her. It was a good read. The ending insanely made this book for me. If it didn't kick off at the ending, I mean, I might have DNF'd it. I might have just been like, no, it's not for me. But there was in a massive roller coaster where I was hating people, I was loving people, I wanted to actually certain people, especially the sister, she needs to just leave. But it was fun. I did enjoy it. Will I continue reading Jesse Hastings' book? Of course, obviously, don't be stupid. I really enjoyed this one at the end anyway. It's a fun ride. You've got to just work through it, trust the process, and I trusted it, and it was well worth it. Definitely recommend this. This one, on the other hand, At Infinite Fates, I'm probably going to say yes. It's worth it. It's cool. I am going to get rid of this book. It's a Waterstones edition. It is beautiful. It's very pretty, but I'm just not here for the story plot. I saw so many people. That's why, right, the only reason I bought this book is because I saw so many people raving, like absolutely raving about this book. And they said it was the best thing ever. They said they were crying their eyes out. That's what I thought, perfect, a crying vlog. And I was really, really disappointed. It had potential. It just didn't get up to that potential that I expected. And yeah, it was a learning experience. So I have annotated this one and loved it. This one is a special edition. I've been wanting to read these books for a very long time, and I'm kind of glad I got round to them, but take that as you will. You guys want to read them, you don't, whatever, but let me know which ones you decided, and also who's your favourite author, because I always tell you, why do you tell me? And I'll see you in next week's video. Bye guys. Open the floodgates. You know, sometimes when you just can't speak. That's me all the time. Oh my god.